අමල් ජයසිංහ මහත්මයා.
Asha, thank you very much. This is to ask Dr. Jayanta. Now, on the service exports, you are subjecting companies to what you consider a concessionary rate of 15%. But is there a risk of some of these companies shifting to the port city where you could get a 25-year tax holiday and thereafter, I think, 50% for the next 15 years? So is there really a risk that you might lose some of these companies shifting elsewhere?
Let me look at it in this angle. So even as of now, there are countries who offer this type of tax holidays. They can shift themselves into a country offering such benefits. Whereas a Sri Lankan entrepreneur, Sri Lankan business going overseas to enjoy such benefits, Port City has given a wonderful opportunity for such businesses who have reached those thresholds in terms of investment level, in terms of number of employees, because these ventures are to be incorporated, established and registered in the port city, are expected to provide services for foreign clients, generate foreign income, not to compete with the businesses in the mainland, within the Sri Lanka. So therefore, we believe it will be a wonderful opportunity to some of those businesses who have scaled themselves up. It may be in the IT sector, as you asked, if they are of the view, instead of going into a different country, leaving Sri Lanka for good, it will be a better option for them to consider getting into the port city, subject to meeting the minimum thresholds and criteria. There are investment criteria, employment criteria, timing criteria in terms of bringing the investments and getting the number of employees on board. So we believe it will be a win-win situation. We need to make sure the regulation is strengthened in a manner that no one will abuse the benefits that are offered to such type of entities. And it is important to remember another additional point on this taxation relating to the digital exports. The amount that you get into your bank accounts, either as freelance operators or as entities, the bank will not deduct. It's not like WHT. The individual is given the opportunity to file the tax return after deducting your expenses. So there's a timing advantage as well on a quarterly basis when you're filing your returns. And once you finalize your annual return at the end of the financial year, that's where the final taxations have to be paid. So there is a timing advantage as well to the taxpayer as an individual and as companies as well, which is an important difference compared to the traditional payee tax. Because when the employment income is given to you, tax is deducted and given to you only the net amount. Whereas the foreign exchange remittances, the foreign exchange earnings from digital exports that you get to the bank account, bank will not deduct anything. That money belongs to you. That's your money. It's when you make the submission of your tax return, you need to identify your amount to be paid as taxes and remit to the government after deducting your expenses. For example, the cameras you buy, the speakers you buy, mics that you buy, editing softwares that you buy, and various other internet connectivity expenses, perhaps proportionate amount of electricity expenses. All these are lovable expenses to be claimed against your income. So this regulation applies for the profits that you make, not the proceeds that you get. So there are a lot of provisions and leeway provided to the segment because we believe this is a thrust segment that government needs to support to take it to the next level. Another important aspect relating to this one is the money that we collect as taxes as a government also will be reinvested to develop those industries, to provide the essential services in terms of education, in terms of health, public infrastructure, several other investments. So instead of politicians wasting money, every rupee that we collect as taxes, I think citizens can be proud of that they have contributed to the development of the country, because politicians are no longer going to steal it. That period is gone. Over to you all. Thank you.